So another frustrating day of trading. I did close out about 1% profit, but I'm not happy with it because it's just the correlations are so off and gold is not really working. And so I continue to keep waiting for that right opportunity for it to really start moving in my favor. And that just continues to not happen. So I'm going to keep waiting for that scenario to take place. And I'll get it at some point. And I had two choices today. That was to hold on to my trades to get me out of the drawdown that you see here, and for this to continue pushing down. And I needed that to happen. The issue with that was the EU and GU did make that move. The USD had a pretty major buy-in, and it's likely to probably continue down further. But gold wasn't reacting to that move. It was pretty much ignoring it, and I didn't want to risk it after seeing a bullish engulfing candle in the M30 with the potential for this to pop back up once the move on the USD buy-in was exhausted. So you can actually see where that was taking place. So EU hit this point at the round number and was starting to have a pullback. And at the same time, gold was having its bullish engulfing candle right here and showing that, okay, so if the EU and the GU are having a pullback and the USD is going to start to sell off at this point, I don't want gold to all of a sudden pop up because it was holding out on that USD buy-in. And so there's no reason for this to not just all of a sudden buyers to come back in and really push this right back up to 2050. So it wasn't a scenario that I was really willing to risk. Now I could have just hold on to these trades and hope for the best that 2050 will hold, and I do believe it will, but I think that it may need to retest first before pushing back down. And so that's what I'm really wanting to kind of play out. If I would have held on to these trades up here at the top, my 15% drawdown would have been hit at 2054. So I don't really want to be part of a pullback into my sell trades right here when I'm already pretty tight. So that move going down was basically cut off from me after this bullish engulfing candle on the M30. So here we are again, just continuing to play this out as best I can and waiting for that opportunity to capitalize on this move to get my trades out. And the longer it goes on, the more exhausted I get. I mean, I'm sure I look tired here. But it's worth to me to try to work this out. And so, I'll get that opportunity. If it's not tomorrow, then maybe it will be next week. But I'm hoping that each time that this happens, that I can close out some profit, or the drawdown and the potential loss are not too significant. So just ask you guys to be patient with me on this and see if we can try to work this out. And yeah.